Most gardeners, accept small garlic as just normal. Thin bulbs, tight cloves, and yeah, a strong smell, but honestly, a pretty weak size. But what if that wasn't genetics, climate, or just plain bad luck at all? What if garlic has been quietly shrinking because, well, we forgot one ancient growing principle that monks used for centuries to produce massive, dense bulbs without any chemicals? This method, interestingly, doesn't rely on fertilizer, special varieties, or, expensive inputs. It actually relies on timing, soil biology, and a forgotten way of feeding garlic before it ever touches the ground. Garlic is not a fast crop. It's actually a slow builder that stores energy for months before forming a bulb. Most modern methods, unfortunately, push nitrogen too late, disturb roots too often, or plant garlic into soil that is, well, biologically asleep. The plant survives, but it never reaches its full potential. Large garlic bulbs are built underground long before you see anything impressive above ground. Monks grew garlic in living soil, not fed soil. They focused on preparing the ground weeks before planting, waking microbial life, and letting the garlic establish deep roots early. Garlic does not want to be pushed. It wants to be supported quietly from the start. This is why their garlic was dense, heavy, and long-storing. The number of cloves and final bulb size are determined during the early root development phase. If roots struggle in cold, compacted, or biologically inactive soil, the plant limits its future growth. No feeding later can fully fix this. Big garlic begins below the surface before winter truly arrives. Garlic thrives in loose, oxygen-rich soil with steady microbial activity. Compacted beds choke roots and delay establishment. The soil must be opened gently without turning it into dust. This allows roots to penetrate deeply while microbes stay intact. Living structure matters more than nutrients. Ancient growers often soaked garlic cloves before planting, not to disinfect them, but to activate them. This step wakes enzymes, hydrates tissues, and signals the clove to root immediately once planted. This single step shortens establishment time by days. Mix 1 teaspoon of unsulfured molasses into 1 liter of clean room temperature water. Separate garlic cloves carefully without damaging the base. Soak cloves for 6 to 8 hours, no longer. Plant immediately after soaking. This feeds beneficial microbes on the clove surface and primes early root growth. Molasses is not fertilizer, it is microbial food. When garlic enters the soil already coated with microbial energy, beneficial organisms colonize the root zone faster. This improves nutrient uptake and disease resistance from day one. Healthy roots mean larger bulbs later. Garlic must be planted deep enough to stay cool and stable, but not so deep that shoots struggle. 5 to 7 centimeters of soil above the clove is ideal. Shallow planting leads to temperature stress. Deep planting delays emergence. Balance creates consistency. Crowded garlic produces small bulbs no matter how fertile the soil is. Each plant needs room to store energy. Spacing cloves 15 to 20 centimeters apart allows full bulb expansion without competition. Garlic grows outward as much as downward. Monks did not bury garlic under thick mulch immediately. They allowed cloves to establish roots first. Mulch was added after shoots emerged, locking in moisture and moderating temperature. Early suffocation slows development. Loose organic mulch like straw or shredded leaves allows air exchange while protecting soil life. Garlic prefers breathable protection, not insulation. Roots need oxygen even in winter. Garlic grows underground all winter. Even when leaves stop growing, roots expand and store energy. Disturbing soil during this period breaks the growth cycle. Leave garlic alone once winter sets in. Garlic does not want heavy feeding. Too much nitrogen in spring creates large leaves but small bulbs. A gentle biological boost works better than fertilizer. Use the same molasses mix at a dilution of 1 teaspoon per liter of water and apply once in early spring to moist soil. Garlic prefers consistent moisture, not wet soil. Fluctuations cause stress and limit bulb expansion. Deep, infrequent watering supports steady growth. Stress early equals small garlic later. Hardneck garlic produces scapes that, well, steal energy from the bulb. Removing them early redirects resources back underground. This can increase bulb size by up to 30%. Energy always follows the path of least resistance. Harvest too early and bulbs are small. Harvest too late and cloves separate. Garlic is ready when lower leaves turn brown, but upper leaves remain green. This timing preserves size and storage quality. Patience completes the cycle. Garlic must cure slowly in shade with airflow. Direct sun damages skins and reduces storage life. Proper curing locks in size, flavor, and density. Good garlic is finished after harvest, not at harvest. This approach works in raised beds, gardens, and containers because it aligns with garlic's natural biology. It supports roots, microbes, and timing instead of forcing growth. Nature rewards patience every time. If this helped you see garlic differently, subscribe to Nature's Blueprint, share this with a gardener tired of tiny bulbs, and bring ancient growing wisdom back into modern gardens.